you crazy? I was just gonna tell you that your fly is down. Manager, this is the greatest day of my life!
This is 120 facts about the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie came out in 2004. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie was directed by Steven Hillenburg. The movie grossed $141 million worldwide.
Money!
Nickelodeon wanted a SpongeBob movie, but Hillenburg said
no.
Hillenburg only said yes when he watched The Iron Giant and Toy Story with his son. The film's original plot was for SpongeBob to save Patrick from a fisherman from Florida. This was a reference to Finding Nemo. Tom Kenny said this was a joke plot to keep fans busy. Hillenburg wanted the movie to be the ending of SpongeBob, but it's not. Hasselhoff accepted this role because his 16 and 14-year-old daughter said so. When he heard about SpongeBob, he was like, "Who is SpongeBob?" His daughter replied, "Oh my god, Dad, it's the #1 cartoon." There was a Hasselhoff statue made for the movie. The ship at the start of the movie also appears in Treasure Island, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, and Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. In the trailer, there were live-action scenes taken from Das Boot, The Hunt of Red October, and U-571. There's a deleted scene where Sandy becomes a real squirrel. The scene was removed because of The SpongeBob SquarePants movie is 68% in Rotten Tomatoes and 78% in audience score. The movie is rated PG. On May 1, 2022, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie Rehydrated was released. It was made in honor of Steven Hillenburg. The video was taken down by Paramount Global. As a result, #Justice for SpongeBob became a trend on Twitter. The video was restored the following day. Tom Kenny voices SpongeBob, narrator Gary and Clay. Clancy Brown voices Mr. Krabs.
Hello, I like money.
Roger Bumpus voices Squidward. Bill Fagerbakke voices Patrick. Mr. Lawrence voices Plankton. Jill Talley voices Karen. Caroline Lawrence voices Sandy. Mary Jo Catlett voices Mrs. Puff. Laurie Allen voices Pearl. Jeffrey Tambor voices King Neptune. Scarlett Johansson voices Mindy. Alec Baldwin voices Dennis. Neil Ross voices the Cyclops. Stephen Hillenburg voices the Parrot. The movie actually has a post-credit scene. Here it is.
You know, David Hasselhoff is a great writer.
Excuse me, sir? You folks have to leave.
What? Say that again, if you dare.
You folks have to leave.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Goofy Goobers appears in SpongeBob SquarePants in the episode Patnokio, the Goofy Newbie, and Goober Scoopers. In Born to be Wild, Patrick has Goofy Goober underpants. In Chimps Ahoy, SpongeBob buys the Goofy Goober back scratcher. Mindy was invited to SpongeBob's 20th birthday. In a picture featuring every SpongeBob character, King Neptune and King Neptune are back to back, while Mindy is shocked. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie takes place in 2030.
Future!
The SpongeBob movie Sponge Out of Water came out in 2015. Antonio Banderas plays Burger Beard. Matt Berry voices Bubbles. A song called Thank Gosh It's Monday was cut from the film. Another scene had a high-speed chase with Mrs. Puff. The movie had 2D animation for the Bikini Bottom scenes. It had CGI for SpongeBob and friends as superheroes. It also had live action for the not CGI things on land. Bubbles is stop motion, meaning the movie is 2D, CGI, live action, and stop motion, which is Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. The movie is the first time 2D was used in a movie since Winnie the Pooh in 2011. The movie is 81% in Rotten Tomatoes and 54% in audience score. The movie is rated PG. The first poster was a reference to Coppertone sunscreen. The second poster was a reference to The Avengers. The movie was going to be released in 2014. To celebrate the 10th year anniversary of the first SpongeBob movie, it was moved to 2015 to avoid competition with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2014. The movie grossed $325.1 million worldwide.
Money!
Burger Beard is the only main antagonist of a SpongeBob movie to be live action. Sponge on the Run came out in 2020. The movie is dedicated to Steven Hillenburg. The movie was nominated for Favorite Animated Movie at the 2022 Kids' Choice Awards, but it lost to Encanto. Antonio Roll Corbo voices young SpongeBob. Jack Gorey voices young Patrick. Jason Maybom voices young Squidward. Presley Williams voices young Sandy. Matt Berry voices King Poseidon. Awkwafina voices Otto. Keanu Reeves voices Sage. Obviously. Snoop Dogg voices the Gambler. Obviously. Danny Trejo voices El Diablo. Obviously. Pearl was supposed to appear in the movie. The movie is 67% in Rotten Tomatoes and 51% in audience score. The movie is rated PG. The movie was going to be a theatrical film. Due to COVID, it was changed to a Netflix film, and it was going to be released in 2019. The movie was a way to promote Camp Coral, but in the movie, it was titled Camp Coral with a C. Poseidon is never referenced in the show except when Incidental 45 mentions him. According to Tim Hill, Sage is written for Keanu Reeves from the start. The Tidal Zone came out in January 13. Even if it already came out, there's not a lot to talk about because this script was made in January 7. But the Tidal Zone is a reference to the Twilight Zone. A fourth SpongeBob movie will be coming out in 2025. Mr. Krabs does not communicate at all to Plankton in the SpongeBob movie. In the Ice Cream Dream storybook, Mr. Krabs does not correct himself after saying understandager. The shocked Patrick meme came from the movie. In the Ice Cream Dream storybook, it is said that Mr. Krabs opened the Krusty Krab 2 at March 3, but in the movie it's actually March 7. SpongeBob dancing in the bubble party was used for Nickelodeon Bumper from 2009 to 2011. The film was released between Pranks-A-Lot and Fear of a Krabby Patty. The film is the only time Plankton stole the secret formula. There's a picture of Popeye in the Goofy Goober scene. King Neptune's trident being set to Real Boy is a reference to Pinocchio. Before Goofy Goober Rock, King Neptune traps Mindy out of the Krusty Krab, but in Goofy Goober Rock, she is in the Krusty Krab. The chum bucket keeps on moving everywhere. And also, I see Mr. Krabs keep on moving everywhere. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy only appear in a picture of SpongeBob. Infinity Reality posted the SpongeBob movie on Twitter. 3 character spin-offs were announced.